What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prize Picks MLB player props video. This one going to be breaking it down, giving you guys 5 picks to get you winning some money over here on Prize Picks. As always, coming off a clean sweep. Yesterday, we went 5-0. Had the Sandoval strikeouts, Manning strikeouts, Singer, Fantasy Score, McClanahan strikeouts, and McCullers strikeouts. You see the results. 5-0, should have had a fantastic day yesterday. If you tailed, if you went with the 5-man, you would have 10x your money. If you mix and match these, you would have had a very profitable day as well. So that is always the goal. And looking to keep it going in this one, guys. If you enjoy the content, if you want some money yesterday, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. Coming off a clean sweep, the like goal is going to be 200 likes. It is free. It takes 2 seconds. It really does help me out. So if you could do that, that would be awesome. And if you're getting very serious, if you're enjoying the free content, if you're making money off these picks, the free stuff, I can promise you're going to join the premium and love it. I do offer Prize Picks MLB packages over there. I do offer underdog packages as well. And the VIP member package is the one that I'd highly recommend. That's going to give you access to every single pick for every single sport, for every single app at a very affordable price. You get the Prize Picks, you get the underdog, Monkey Knife Fight, a bunch of other apps as well. We're constantly finding value over there. Exclusive tools, exclusive to my Discord, my VIP member Discord. You're going to get access to these picks early, the early edge picks, and I always do send my big ticket in before I even release to the public. So if there's any bumps, you can get the ticket in immediately. So check that out, guys. Would highly recommend it. And if you haven't signed up for Prize Picks, sign up today. Use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100. Go to lock in these picks and start winning some money. Once again, that's code KJK DFS. Take advantage of that free money offer. And let's talk about it. We're going to go game by game as we always do. And the first game that I'm going to talk about today is going to be the LA Angels taking on the Detroit Tigers. And I'm going to talk about Reed Detmers. We just barely targeted Sandoval last night with strikeouts against this Tigers lineup. And I am going right back to the well because there are a lot of strikeouts to be had in their bats. And Detmers, another guy that has some pretty good swinging strike stuff. Looking at my sheet as far as how he's grading out, he's got a 24.2% carry overall with a 10.8% swinging strike rate, 24.5% carried against righties, and a 23.2% carried against lefties. So really, really good across the board. And then, like I said, this Tigers lineup strikes out a ton. We talked about it yesterday, but when we're reading off these K rates, there's definitely some strikeouts to be had. Starting from the bottom up with Reyes, 23% for him, and then 20, 22, 20, 31, 18, 15, and 29 at the top with Green. So a lot of strikeouts. And then lastly, the leash is something that we always talk about. You know, how many pitches are they going to let this guy go to be able to hit the over? You can see he's got a really long one, 105, 106, 96. You look at the strikeouts the last 3 games, 12, 7, and 9. So really flashing that good K stuff. I think the trend continues today. So pick number 1, we're going to be rocking with the over 6 strikeouts for Reed Detmers. That's going to be pick number 1. Pick number 2, we're going to go down to the Chicago Cubs taking on the Milwaukee Brewers. They're going to talk about Mr. Freddie Peralta because he has some elite swinging strike stuff. He's had a bit of a tough go, but I think this is the game we see the Freddie Peralta that we know taking on a very K-happy Cubs squad. Freddie Peralta, even though he hasn't had the greatest of performances, the K metrics still look really good. The underlying metrics actually really don't look that bad for all things considered. He's been working his way back. We have a 51 innings pitch sample size this year with a 27.6% carried overall, 12.9% swing strike rate for him with a 25.4% carried against those right-handed bats and a 30.1% carried against lefties, which is phenomenal. Once again, good K stuff and a fantastic K matchup. When we're reading off these K rates for the Cubs, they've been at squad. We're looking at target. They added some good bats in Franmil Reyes, who's a slugger, but he does have a lot of strikeouts in his bats. It's just increased the Ks even more in this lineup. I mean, the amount of 30+% K rate guys in this lineup against right-handed pitching is really, really good to target. Starting from the bottom up, Morel, he's got a 31% K rate. And then Wisdom, 33, 32, 11, 36, 31, 22, 21, and 16 at the top. So even the quote-unquote low strikeout guys have high strikeout rates. And Ian Happ and Wilson Contreras. Nick Madrigal and Nico Horner are really the only 2 low strikeout guys you're going to see in this lineup. They are actually really respectable as far as not striking out. But outside of that, man, there's so many 30+% K rate guys. You got to take advantage of this one. You got to think Freddie Peralta is going to have a good outing. And then lastly, he finally got his pitch count up last time out. 92 pitches. Was really inefficient. Only went 4 innings pitched against a really good Dodgers team, though. I mean, that's not going to apply. That same rule's not going to apply in this matchup. He was working his way up 59, 67, 65. The big jump to 92. He's been right up there around 90-plus pitches in games where he's pitched well, and you can see, like I said, last few times he struggled, but now that he's back up to this pitch count. The games before we was pitching up there, you can see 92, 98, 96, 102 pitches, 7, 7, 8, and 10 strikeouts respectively. I'm expecting him to get back to that in this game. I think this is a great spot for him to get right. And pick number 2, we're going to be rocking with the over 6 strikeouts for Freddie Peralta. For pick number 2, pick number 3, we're going to be going to the Boston Red Sox taking on the Baltimore Orioles. We're going to talk about Mr. Michael Wacha because I think he's got a really friendly K line on Prizepicks today. His K rate stuff doesn't look the greatest on paper, but he's been really good, and his K rate ticks up in a major way against left-handed hitting. He's got a 19.2% K rate overall with a 9.4% swing strike rate, only a 16.1% K rate against righties. I mean, that's not dreadful, but it's definitely not good. But against lefties, it ticks up to a 23.1% K rate. You're looking at this Baltimore Orioles projected lineup. They have quite a bit of lefties and quite a bit of strikeouts in them. So I think this is a great matchup for him. Not to mention the leash is really long, and his prop is only set at 4 strikeouts. I mean, you look at the pitch count, 89, 90, 98, 88. He's going to be right up there on 90-plus pitches. You look at the strikeouts, 9, 2, 7, 5. He's hit the over in 1, 2, 3 of his last 4. And like I said, the K rate takes up in a major way against left-handed bats. You look at the Baltimore Orioles lineup, starting from the bottom up with Mateo as far as K rates, 27% for him, then 21, 23, 19, 25, 16, and 14 at the top. Combination of leash, combination of line, and then last time against the Yankees, I mean, I watched this guy live against my favorite team in the Yankees. He absolutely dominated them, made them look silly, and he looked really, really sharp. 7 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, 9 strikeouts. He looked really, really good, so he definitely passed the eye test. So I think this is a fantastic spot to be targeting. Pick number 3, we're going to be rocking with the over 4 strikeouts for Michael Wacha. And the last thing I would mention is he's a massive, massive, massive favorite on sportsbooks at a 3.5 line. He's a minus 185 favorite to hit the over 3.5 strikeouts. So he's pretty much a lock as far as I'm concerned to hit the at least 4 strikeouts, and I think he gets a lot more here. So that's going to be pick number 3. Pick number 4, we're going to go down to the Houston Astros taking on the Atlanta Braves, and we're going to talk about Christian Javier. We've been targeting this Atlanta Braves squad all year long as far as their K rate is concerned. And Christian Javier is an elite strikeout guy. Really, really good numbers across the board. He's got a 32.2% K rate overall with a 13.4% swing strike rate. Specifically against righties, he's really, really dominant with a 39.7% K rate against righties and a 25.8% K rate against lefties. So even his quote-unquote bad side against lefties, he's still got a really good K rate. There's a lot of righties in this lineup anyways. In the lefties, like the whole lineup just strikes out a ton. I mean, we've talked about it countless times, but I'll read off these K rates. If you've been watching my content, you know. But starting from the bottom up for Grossman, 30% K rate for him, and then 22, 28, 28, 25, 24, 27, and 23. Not a single guy in this lineup with below a 22% K rate. There's going to be plenty of opportunity, and once again, Christian Javier is a guy with a long leash. I mean, they will let him throw a lot of pitches. You're looking at Javier and his pitch count. You can see 97, 91, 97, 92, 99 pitches respectively. 6, 4, 7, 6 strikeouts the last few times out. Strikeout stuff hasn't exactly been top tier like it was early in the season. We were seeing him strike out 13, 14, etc. But if there was ever a matchup for him to do it, I think this is it. And I definitely like his odds of getting at least 7 in this one with the high K rates, his high strikeout stuff. So pick number 4. We're going to be taking the over 6.5 strikeouts here for Christian Javier. That's going to be pick number 4. And pick number 5, we're going to be running it right on over to the other side of this game. I really like this line on Spencer Strider. He's an elite strikeout guy. He gets to take on a Houston Astros squad that while they don't have the most strikeouts throughout, they have a ton of strikeouts at the bottom. And to be honest, Spencer Strider can strike out anyone. He's got an electric fastball. He's got a 37.2% K rate overall. That tops the slate in a major way. Second in line is Garrett Cole and Christian Javier at only a 32.2% K rate. He's got a 15.1% swinging strike rate. Once again, that tops the slate in a major way. Second in line is Garrett Cole with only a 13.9% swinging strike rate. 43.7% K rate against righties and a 31.7% K rate against lefties. So this guy is elite. You look at the line, only set at 6. I mean, you look at some other guys, like we just talked about his comparison in rates to Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole's line's up there at 7.5. You go to Spencer Strider, he's only at 6. So I really like this line. And then lastly, the leash, once again, not an issue with Strider. He's going to be up there right around 90 pitches. Last time out, only 87 pitches against the New York Mets, but they had that game in control. I think they pulled them kind of early. Typically 90, 90-plus pitches. You look at the strikeouts. Last time, 4 or 5 against the Mets, but once again, they don't really strike out a lot. A Philly team that strikes out a lot more, he had 13 the time before, so Spencer Strider, I really like the value on this line. He is a massive favorite to get 7+ on books. His line's set at 7.5 most places. There is juice on the under at the 7.5, but I like his odds of getting 7 for sure. And his line's only set at 6 over here on Prizepicks, and I definitely like him getting 6. So I think this is a fantastic value spot to be targeting Spencer Strider. Pick number 5, I like the over 6 strikeouts for Spencer Strider, and that is my 5 picks to get you winning some money over here on Prizepicks in the MLB today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. If you haven't checked out the premium content packages, you need to do so today. Would highly recommend it, especially the VIP member package. We're making a lot of money in it. Great group of people, like-minded, hard-working, finding value, working together. You get a ton of benefits. I can promise you it's well worth the money. I know football season's coming up. Right now you get all my WNBA, all my MLB. You'll get every single sport when NFL starts as well. So you get all my MLB, all my NFL. So highly recommend that. And if you haven't checked out Prizepicks sign up today, use that promo code KJK DFS. Get that instant match. Lock in these picks, guys. Best of luck on your props today. And we will see you in the next one.